This is the plaintiff, Norris Johnson. He says he owns an auto repair shop, and the defendant drove her car onto his lot and then floored the gas and hit a Land Cruiser, which then smashed into his car. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the scene was horrific. She then just abandoned the car, refuses to take responsibility, and he has no other choice but to sue for the $5,000 he's owed. This is the defendant, Jasmine Sandy. She says her car went berserk, so she took her to the plaintiff's repair shop and it shut off. His mechanic came over to her, told her to start the engine, and the thing took off at 200 miles an hour. She hit something like 9 cars and is lucky to be alive. Frankly, the Land Cruiser saved her life. She doesn't owe anyone anything because she did what the mechanic told her to do. End of story. She's accused of creating a catastrophe. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $4,050. The cost of her vehicle, parts, and traveling costs.
Okay, Norris Johnson.
Your Honor.
You are suing Jasmine Sandy for $5,000 in damages to your 1994 Q45 Infiniti. You are counterclaiming against him $4,050 in damages to your 2004 Camry because each of you say it's the other person's fault. All right, what happened?
First of all, Your Honor, I'll tell you, on the day of the incident, which is October the 23rd, 2009, I was not present at the shop. I was away. But Miss Jasmine came in to see a gentleman called Marlon, who rents a bay from me.
Who rents a bay from you? What kind of establishment do you have here?
It's an auto repair facility.
An auto repair facility?
Yeah, and Mr. Marlon does auto body repair.
Did he work for you, or he didn't work?
No, he did not work for me.
Did you farm stuff out to him?
No. He's an independent contractor.
Totally independent. Did you ever give him work?
No.
Did he pay you rent?
No. Yes, he paid rent.
Okay. So what happened?
Okay. On this particular day, Miss Jasmine came in into the driveway, and she called to speak to Mr. Marlon. Mr. Marlon.
How do you hear what happened? Because you weren't even there.
People told me this.
People. So
yes.
Basically, your whole testimony was going to be about what people told you.
And Miss Jasmine told me the same thing also.
Okay.
She told me, and Mr. Marlon. He also told me.
Okay, so what does everybody say happened?
She came in with a problem with her car. Initially, something to do with her hood. And Mr. Marlon was looking at the car himself. As soon as the hood was open, he must have said to her, tell me what's wrong or show me what's wrong. And the car just took off at about 80 or 90 miles an hour.
How did that happen?
Well, when I was thinking about it myself as a mechanic...
Wait, I got a better idea. You can tell me your theory after I asked the one witness who was there. What happened?
I purchased this car, and before I purchased this car, I called the mechanic and asked him, can he come look at the car to make sure that I was buying something worth buying, which he did come, and he looked at the car, and he said that the car was a good car and it was worth the money they were selling me for.
How much did they sell it to you?
$1,500. And he said that the car is going to need a new hood first to begin. It's going to need a new hood. I needed a battery, and it's going to need some fuses. Now, on my way to the garage, when I get to the stoplight, I stopped at a red light. I noticed while my foot was on the brakes, the car was revving off, accelerating, and I'm like, something doesn't feel right. So I called him again, and I was explaining him. So he told me.
Who's him? Who are you calling?
I called Marlon, and I asked.
Now, how do you know Marlon?
Well.
Is that the mechanic who went and said, yeah, this is a good car?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I got there, okay, I pulled up in the car. I pulled up into the garage, and I came out, and I was explaining.
Wait. You turn the car off.
Yeah.
You get out of the car.
And I was
step by step. Slow down. You go to talk to Marlon.
Yeah, well, I was speaking with him. There was like 4 mechanics there. I was speaking with him, another one named Curtis, and there was another one named Phil, and there was a guy, Winston. He came in and he said, well, okay, he said for me to go and start the car. So I started the car. While I started the car, he was about to go around now. I guess he wanted the car started, so when he opened the hood, he could look on the inside and see what was causing the problem. By the time he got to this part of the car, like to the front of the light, almost, as I started it, it just immediately took off.
The car?
Yeah, it took off like 200 miles. And
wait, the car just starts propelling forward? Like, I know it felt like 200 miles, but it starts propelling.
But I say like that because the garage is not that big. So, I mean, everything happened in less than 20 seconds. It took off so fast.
And what happened? Did you hit the brakes?
I was pushing on the brakes and it would not stop.
Okay. Did you step on the accelerator? Did you ever step on the accelerator?
On the gas? No, because I kept my foot on the brakes trying to make it stop.
Maybe you were confusing the two.
Okay.
Well, did you put it in drive?
Why I say that?
Did you put it in drive?
The car, no.
The car was in park?
All I did was go in and I start the car.
Was the car in park?
It was in park because I
So the
parked
car's
it
in
in order
park,
to
but
get
it's
out.
propelling forward?
Well, I didn't put it in. I didn't change the gear. All I did was turn the car on. And I mean, everything happened so fast, to be honest. Only thing
You end up hitting what? Come on over here to this little sketch and show me how it works.
Well, this was, let's say, this is the entrance to the garage, and this is where I pull in my car. I put my car here, and they have cars on this side, and there are cars on that side.
Well, use the cars to show me what you hit.
I guess while I was going,
Right.
I was trying not to go, I was trying to look for a way, but it just hit. And then they had a Land Cruiser that was here,
Okay.
which was Phil, another mechanic's car. And his car was face forward, so the grill was in the front.
Okay.
And there was another car in the back, which I came to find out was his car.
Okay.
So when my car, the only thing I could have done was just kept it straight. And my car hit to the grill.
Hit the Land Rover.
The Land Rover. And when the car stopped, they came and they pulled me out the car, asked me if I was okay, if everything was all right, and I was pretty shaken up because I'm looking at the damages that just happened, and at the same time, there were two mechanics there that he was about to open the hood. Had he got to the front of the car,
He'd be dead.
He would have been dead.
Oh, my Lord.
And after that, the mechanic told me, he said, well, they said to me, don't worry about it. They saw what happened. They said they were going to repair the cars that were damaged, which they did. And they were not going to charge me anything. They said.
And so they repaired those cars?
Yeah, they said.
Now, where's go ahead and come back to the lectern. Where's Marlon?
He's works for another mechanic shop. I went to see him to get a letter from him, but he informed me that Mr. Norris has him and the other 3 mechanics in court, and he did not want to do anything that he felt might incriminate him.
What happened with Marlon after this?
Marlon moved out of the shop, moved out of my
Did you make him move out?
No, I did not.
He moved out on his own?
Yes.
And do you have a lawsuit against Marlon?
I had a lawsuit against Marlon, yes, which has been settled in small claims court.
Is it for this?
No, it's nothing to do with this.
Oh, it's for something else?
Totally, yes.
What did it have to do with rent?
Yes.
Rent?
Yes.
All right. Now, you say there were all these other mechanics in the area. Do you have a statement from any of the mechanics?
Well, one of them called last night, which she said that he called and left a recording to the fact that his car got damaged too.
Oh, I'm sure plenty of cars got damaged.
If the car goes crazy, if it suddenly accelerates and she hits his car, is she still responsible?
If she's the operator of the vehicle, yes, she is.
Even if it just has a mind of its own and just takes off on its own, what do you think?
Yes.
She's responsible.
She is responsible.
Huh?
No, I don't think she's responsible.
Why?
Because if there's a mechanical fault with the vehicle, that has to be looked at beforehand.
Okay, and I think that may be a very good point, except I don't believe there was a mechanical fault in this case. Anyway, going inside the courtroom.
I want to know if someone can shed light on how this happened besides you, because I have to tell you, you have a really uphill battle to prove to me that a car in park, through you doing nothing, ends up propelling forward at 200 miles an hour and hitting all those cars. Because a far more likely scenario, since a car can't go forward unless it's in gear, normally, is that you put it in gear, and then instead of stepping on the brake, you stepped on the accelerator. Now, you actually have a counterclaim against him to pay for your car.
But my car is totaled.
I understand, but why would he, in any scenario, even the scenario you paint, how is he ever responsible?
From what the mechanics told me, that first to begin, the mechanic that worked for him should have never had me sit behind the car and start the car. They should have done that themselves.
Okay, let's stop. First of all, a million times that I have been at a shop, I have been asked, okay, start the car. There's nothing wrong with you doing that.
True.
But aside, and other times they've started the car. But you can't prove Marlon works for him, because according to him, Marlon is just a tenant on the space. In fact, he even had a lawsuit against him for rent. So that's not his mechanic. But go on, next theory. Was there something else?
Well, the other mechanic, he called and left the recording.
Can I hear do you have the recording?
He left it on.
He called the court and left the recording? Does somebody
Yeah.
want to play the recording?
Hello, hi, good afternoon. I'm calling on the behalf of Miss Sandy. I'm one of the persons that when her car hit my car, and then my car hit Mr. Norris' car, and I didn't charge her anything for fixing my van. I fixed my van after my own, okay?
Okay. What he's basically saying is I'm one of the people whose car got hit and I didn't charge her, which is very nice of him. So on the scale of calamities, you've done pretty well on this one. A lot of people have stood back and said, poor thing. You know, it's an accident. We're just going to eat our own damage, fix our own damage, whatever it is. He didn't. He didn't. So he has a right to come to court and sue you. Now let's you and I talk. You're suing for $5 grand. How do you figure?
The damage to my car, Your Honor, is substantial.
How much is the damage to your car?
Probably about $8,000.
Really? How much is your car worth?
The book value is probably about $7,500 to $8,000.
That's fascinating, because that's not the book value I come up with.
What do you come up with, Your Honor?
I come up with a private party value in good condition, which I'm going to assume it was, of $2,460. So you show me. No, you're the car guy. Wow. So you show me how. I don't demand that you be nice to her and say, it's on me. But I do demand that you be honest. I know you got some other body shop to throw together an $8,000 estimate.
Okay.
I know. Can I see the pictures of your damage to your car?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So why don't you prove to me that this hoopty, all right, with all due respect to your hoopty, okay, has damage worth $5,000. Honey, you think you need to interrupt? Has damage worth $5,000. Go ahead.
The suspension on my car is hydraulic, Your Honor. The struts are $1,200 each from the dealer, $1,200 and change from the dealer. The bumper...
Here's the problem. I see your gums flapping,
yes,
and I hear you talking.
Yes.
But I want to see something I trust and hear something I trust.
No,
okay?
Your Honor, all I'm requesting is that my car be put back into working condition.
That's right. And I'm going to, now that you have left me without an ability to trust your paperwork or your testimony, I'm going to do what we call here what?
Rough justice.
Little rough justice.
Okay. Middle rough justice?
Little rough justice.
Oh, rough justice. Okay.
Little rough justice. That's what's going to happen. I find in his favor in the amount of $1,000. Pay the man on your counterclaim 0.
Okay.
All right, well, the plaintiff comes out here with an award of $1,000 in this verdict.
Yes.
How does that sit with you?
Not too well, sir. I believe I wanted my car back in good running condition as it was before the accident. And I want my car back in...
Well, you think you've been too nice? Has everyone been too nice to the defendant after all this damage?
It is an accident. It was purely an accident, and one should show some sympathy towards her. But at least she never made an effort to contact me. And also her car is still in my shop. She abandoned the car.
Oh. Okay, I'll ask her about that. You head right down this way.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so come on in here and... no, you didn't need to help the judge. She was on a roll right there. And so what's your reaction to the outcome here, him getting that?
I mean, I basically put the thing behind me a long time ago, to be honest with you. You know, I'm still out of a car. I just bought a car.
Did you abandon it? Is it still at his place?
Well, the car was totaled.
That's a yes.
It was totaled, and the mechanics them agreed that they would try to help me fix it back, but I would have to buy the parts back for it, but they won't charge me for the labor. So, I mean...
You really came out lucky in this whole deal. I mean, smashed up a bunch of cars. No one got hurt, fortunately, but everybody kind of backed away and let you slide.
Because the mechanics, they saw what happened, and he looked at the car after the accident.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you know, the bottom line here is that there is a presumption. If a driver hits another car, the presumption is the driver was negligent. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.